to revival taking place is God's presence. And if we want to see revival in London, and I don't know about you, but I desperately want to see God move in London again. I desperately want to see revival take place in this city. This city is so lost. It is so separated from him. It is so secularized. It is so anti-God in so many areas. People are hurting. People are struggling. People are in so much pain, and they don't know the answer is Jesus. And I so desperately want them to know him again. But for that to happen, for the 10 million people in London to come to know him, we need God to move. We need a revival, and revival begins with his presence. And so I hope and pray that we as a church community will pursue the presence of God, not for us to have an experience, but so that we can give him glory, and so that we can contend for his kingdom to come in London as it is in heaven. But you see, the thing about this, right? The thing about, if we go from being people who are like, whose Christianity, and I'm not saying this is judgment for everyone. In fact, I'm very much talking about myself too here. If we go from being a people whose Christianity, whose faith is a bit like a Formula One car in the foyer of a bank, and then we go, hey, no, we're not going to be a Formula One car in a foyer of a bank anymore. We want to get on the road, and we're going to go 260 miles per hour and do what we were created to do. If we shift from being Christians whose faith in many ways is just for display, and actually go all in and go full throttle for Jesus, when we pursue God's presence passionately, and we seek his kingdom and give him glory, the enemy, the devil, isn't going to like it. You see, we don't talk about it very often, but we as a church, we believe in God. That is my phone. That is my phone, friends. Suspected spam. I'm busy. I can't answer your phone and then get really rude and hang up on you because I'm busy speaking at church. I've lost my thought. Yes, the devil is trying to distract me now. The devil is phoning me up, trying to take my eyes off Jesus, because that's what the devil wants to do. That's what the devil's desperate to do. We believe there is a real devil, and the devil hates God, and the devil hates us when we follow God, and will do anything he possibly can to stop us pursuing God, to take our eyes off God, to interrupt us as we're trying to preach, because he does not want us to follow Jesus. He does not want us to pursue God's presence. He does not want us to glorify God, and he does not want us to contend for the kingdom of God. He hates it when we do that. Now, he's completely happy if we're like a museum piece of artwork sitting in the foyer of a bank just for display purposes only. He's happy with that sort of Christianity, but the sort of Christianity that goes full throttle after Jesus, he cannot stand, and he will do anything he can to stop it. And therefore, if we are genuinely seeking after the presence of God and seeking revival, we're going to encounter resistance. There is no revival without resistance.